Was good. Appreciate whoever hit that like button. Really appreciate that, bro. Oh man. Oh, my boy D Bonner is in the building. Long time, bro. Well, ain't long time. I see you. I see you. The realist was good, bro. Jordan Smith was good. Yo, let me tell you why teams go backwards. You got Minnesota. I'm seeing this crazy all over that they going hard trying to get rid of D'Angelo Russell. And my thing is this: why try to get rid of D'Angelo Russell and he cool with Karl Towns? I understand he struggled some in the playoffs, but you know that's not going to sit well with Karl Towns. I'm going to tell y'all what may happen. That's right, he said hit the like button before he came in. SRG, what up? Lakers Sports Live, what up? Dwayne, what up? Aaron, what up? True and Real, what up? Evans was good, bro. Hood TMZ, what up? Ty Khan, what up? But the NBA is a relationship thing. Especially with these young dudes, man, today, everything is a relationship. They friends and all that matters. You in a city that's, it's not like a major city you in. That's number one. Number two, you trade D'Lo. Let's say y'all take a step back. You gave him ammunition because he wanted to leave before then. They took about him going to the Knicks. Like, run it back. Like, I understand y'all struggle some, but it wasn't on. I hate when teams do that like it's all on him. He hit a lot of big shots down the stretch. He got good chemistry with Karl Towns. You throwing the dice. They got new. Can I get some likes? I got 16 likes. Can I get the 22 likes? But you throwing the dice. This is why bad teams stay bad. Because soon you get momentum, you want to be cute with stuff. Today's NBA players is not like back in the day. I'm not saying that you had to. I'm just saying the circumstance. And a circumstance like that, when you got how today's NBA works and the landscape, everybody want to play in a big market. Karl Towns got the contract already. Everybody want to play in a big market. This man was miserable. When they got D'Angelo Russell and he got off that flight and Karl Towns met him, like, you don't hear nothing no more about it. All you hear with these young guys, they like Zion. I want to leave. Now Zion, reality set in on him. But a lot of these young guys always want to break out and leave. Exactly, Bonner. Bonner hit it on a nail. Karl Towns underperformed in the playoffs, and he made. I think they want to get rid of D'Lo because of cap situation. They're not gonna say it because that would look bad for them. But I think it's more so because cap. Now you got Anthony Edwards gonna be due for extension soon, and D'Lo making big money. I think they want to get rid of D'Lo because of that. Because his trade value is not all that high. His trade value not that high. So I think they want to get rid of him for cap situations. But Bonner hit it on the nail when he said Karl Towns is inconsistent. He underperformed. But all you doing is when you do this, you make a skate route like is D'Angelo Russell for. They don't hold these young guys accountable no more, man. They don't. They don't get down on them. They don't. D'Lo, yeah, he struggled, but his struggle, I could deal with his struggle more so than a James Harden. James Harden just didn't show no heart. He tucked his tail. That right there, I can't deal with. I would say if a guy go 4 for 20 and he's trying, sometimes it just, I play ball. Sometimes it's just not gonna go down. I get that. But if you giving the effort and you trying, I could live with that. That what James Harden did, I can never forgive that. What James Harden did. That ain't make any sense. He tucked his tail. You know what I'm saying? But Carl Towns, if you're gonna get down on somebody, you should get down on Carl Towns. Cause all you doing now, he made all NBA team, and he get extra money now. He get the super max, and now that he got the super max, he now it sacrifices man now. D'Lo is his best friend. It's one thing if in another major city, you know what I mean, or Miami, somewhere like that. But he already wanted to leave. He clearly said they smart. They said, man, let's get D'Lo, and you ain't heard nothing else about him leaving. He got a Hollywood girl. Seemed like he head over heels up. Can I get the 35 likes? I got 26 likes. Can I get 35 likes? He seemed like he heads over heels over her. And he's super trying to understand. You get one of these guys in her ear. Like you get some. You get, let's say he cool with someone on the Knicks or World Wide West or somebody. The Knicks is desperate for a star. This is what these players do. They getting somebody else in your ear close. Yo, you know how big a star he could be if he's in New York. Now, mind you, your career too. Y'all could be in movies. There's more opportunities. She get in his ear, be like, yo, things can happen, man. Showtime was good. Dow Pitch was good. Zay 26. Weasel was good. Banks. Tom was good. Said, what up? Yeah, get the likes up, my boy said. You get these guys in people's ears, and that's all she wrote. You playing with fire right now, Minnesota. You treading, you doing the right thing, things looking good. All it takes for you to have a bad year, you trade him and your team go down. Bonner said it best. Carl Towns struggle. You put that on him. He made all NBA team. He the one getting the supermax money. Like it's like they don't hold these guys accountable. Like with Bam didn't show up. You don't hear the noise. You heard more, and this is why getting everything right. Okay, Russ struggled in the regular season, right? But one thing nobody ever said about Russ, he didn't play hard, and Russ went hard the whole time. You hear more complaints, and mind you, Russ is 33. Russ is 33 at the end of the day. You hear more complaints about Westbrook like he was the worst player in the world, but you don't, that Bam and everybody else, Carl Towns, they had 25-point leads over a young team. It's not like they had a 25-point lead over the 2018 Warriors, that Warriors team with Durant. That's one thing. You lose to a team like a great team like the Warriors team, Durant team, you could like, all right, they're a young team. You lost to another young team that don't really got that much playoff experience. Actually, Minnesota got more playoff experience than, if you tally up the playoffs with each team. They got more playoff experience than Memphis. You playing with fire right there. And I can see it happening now. Because he's going to be upset. That's his man's man. That's his best friend. That's like right now, you in somewhere, and I even hate to say it, because to me it really don't matter. Because you're not somewhere, you know what I mean? But you somewhere you don't want to be. But when you got your friend, it helps. It helps. It's Anthony. I agree with you. It's Anthony Edwards' team now, but they still want Carl Towns there. And I think that getting rid of D'Lo is a more move of trying to save some money, because you're not getting D'Lo. Trade value is not up there right now. You're not getting no major player for no D'Lo. You might have to just make it two solid players. I keep D'Lo. He hit big shots. He's young. He happy. You don't hear nobody complaining. I just try to, fix the roster around them guys. You really throwing the dice. Josh Richardson is mid-level. Let's talk Josh Richardson to the Lakers for Taylor and Tucker. I seen a piece with Trevor Lane. He said it's dangerous. The Lakers and Bron is a dangerous game because the Lakers is stuck because they don't know what LeBron gonna do. LeBron said that he's not gonna make a decision until he had to make a decision in August, and by then it's gonna be way too late. Because of Westbrook's situation got that happen in the next 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, Westbrook's situation need to be done in 2 weeks. The draft is next Thursday. So the Westbrook situation got to be solved soon. So if the Lakers going to take back contracts next year, they need to be, in line with what LeBron going to do. And he said the Lakers in a tight spot, the same as LeBron, because the Lakers gonna feel, why I'm gonna sit there and bring back contracts if I'm not sure you're gonna be here. So that said D'Lo over 30 million. Yeah, you're right. But I think his contract in next year. I bite the bullet, and you should be able to get him cheaper next year. What could be wrong? But I think he got 1 year left. Somebody please tell me how many years left on the contract D'Lo has. I'm thinking 1 year. I could be wrong. But my thing is this. The salaries got to match. So if you bring in two guys, you trade two guys for them, or one guy for them, it's the same shit. It's still 1 year, or you might be having a long. One of them guys' contract may be a little past next year. He said Sharif O'Neal not that good. I want him to get a tryout though. I mean, I'm glad he getting a tryout. I think that's an honorable thing to do. Oh, D'Lo got 1 year left. Jose Garcia was good, bro. He got 1 year left. So if he got 1 year left, that's what I'm saying. I'll let him play his contract out. If sign him, he ain't signing for no 30 million. That's not happening. Look at all these days. They be careful. They run right out the street. What y'all think about Josh Richardson for THT? Y'all see that? What's his name got? I was telling you guys that people saying THT don't got no trade value. They just got a first round pick for Jermichael Green. He got to have trade value. He have to have trade value. Josh Richardson, I think I want more. Give me Josh Richardson and your second round pick. Because what the Spurs gonna do with Josh Richardson? Spurs is not in no way in contention. Not that Josh Richardson old, but they got tons of people that play that position. He said that's a dumb trade. He said for Brunson, that's not happening. Dallas would never do that. Mark Cuban is one of them guys kind of spiteful towards the Lakers too. You got a couple, like, it had to be really in their favor. Mark Cuban's not doing that right now. Only way he'd do a trade like that if LeBron and AD wasn't there and the Lakers was like a rebuilding team. But I don't see that happening with them. I don't see it. Dallas do it. I don't think. I don't see Dallas doing it, and I don't see the Spurs. It's gonna be difficult dealing with them. You say who not pushing the needle? They definitely got to pick Brunson this offseason. You know what's crazy? When a guy is on a good contract and he play good, it's like he's like the hot shit. But when a guy get that big contract and he's not living up to that contract, it changes things. It changed things. Do I think Monk out of there? If he chasing money, I think he's out of there. Because I think he at least may get mid-level. But the good thing, let's say if Malik Monk get mid-level money. If he get mid-level, it looks good. If he signs quick, like soon free agency starts, it may help the Lakers. You know why I think it can help the Lakers? Because it's going to look like now the Lakers pitch can be like, look, Malik Monk signed for 1.7. We started him. He got plenty of minutes. And now he got 10 million or more. Like, let's say if he signed a 4-year, $44 million deal. That's $11 million a year. And that's mid-level. Mid-level, I think, if you sign mid-level now, because it goes up, I think the mid-level is 4 years. I think it's like 4 years, 48. Because it goes up and it average out. 4 years, 47 million, I think that's the mid-level. Now, if Malik Monk get that, and they say sign 1.7 million, it's going to look good on the Lakers. Because now the Lakers could be like, you could do, we don't have got no roster. We got a lot of spots open. That's why I think the Lakers going to get 2 guys on the cheap. I think they're going to get a guy for that $6 million that could be more than $6 million. And I think for a minimum contract, I think the Lakers going to get 2 good players for cheap. I really do. I think they're going to get 2 good players for cheap. Yeah, they're going to get 2 good players for cheap because I think whoever on the mid-level, they're going to get them and they're going to say, we could give you playing minutes. That's one thing. That's a good thing to offer a team. You tell a team, if you're in a good, solid team, and you could offer him minutes, that looks good. Like, a lot of teams going to want that. Because let's say for instance, right? Let's say for instance, a guy, and see, that's the thing, Jose. That's what he may say. Malik Monk may ask, see, the thing is, if he do go back to the Lakers, he may say, I want to be a starter. And he may sign like a 2-year deal with the Lakers. Like 2 years with a team option for the player option for next year. Because now the Lakers could pay him more, have his early bird rights. So I think that I could easily see that happening. That if he said, okay, if I sign back, I want to be a starter. Because as long as you look at as reserve, they're not going to pay you like that. Like, it's weird how it is. You could be good, but you don't see reserves getting max money. Like, that's why Tyler Hero trying to inherit and be a starter. But now, his game and what happened this year, it ain't looking good for him. This man always call me when I'm alive. Yup. And that's the thing. The thing with that is, he definitely gonna ask for the starter, and like Tyler Hero, that killed his value because he don't do nothing but score, and he looked at as a perfect six man. He not looked at some. I'm not saying no team won't look at him like that, but now teams value in defense a little more now than anything. Like this is probably like the first year I ever seen. Now they want you to do a little more because they see that is ways to win now. That's the thing. That's why like when um guys like Grant Williams, Robert Williams stepping up, and teams looking at it like ho. Like they see now. It's like they kind of some of these teams finally getting it, and then you see a lot of guys ain't step up. A lot of guys didn't step up this year, man. A lot of guys who got money didn't step up, man. A lot of guys. We could go through the list. A lot of guys didn't step up. Hold on. Yeah, a lot of guys didn't step up, man. A lot of guys didn't step up. And to be honest, that's what it's about, playoffs. Just think about it. Zach LaVine ain't play that good in the playoffs. He gonna get paid, but think about it. Zach LaVine ain't really do shit. DeMar DeRozan wasn't the same as he was in the regular season. There's a lot of guys. Drew Holiday, yo, we could name a lot of guys ain't played good in the playoffs. A lot. If I was home and I sit down and have a little more time, I will sit there and go in. I might do a video about that. That's why I say that regular season stuff don't. I always been big on the playoffs. I'm not saying you have to have the same average I do, but show me some guts, some toughness. Like Middleton went out and they ain't lose a game. When they played when Chicago played Milwaukee. Chicago played Milwaukee. Middleton got hurt in that series. They ain't lose a game since. And they've blown Chicago out. They's blowing Chicago out. I said these guys don't be as good as people make them out to be, man. They score 20 points in the regular season. They shoot 20 shots, and they get highlights. The defense ain't as. See, two things you dealing with in the playoffs. You dealing with you dealing with one, you dealing with the pressure. A lot of guys ain't dealing with the pressure. Two, you dealing with better defense. So now with the pressure and better defense, these guys ain't as good. It's still 48 minutes. They're still playing the same amount of minutes. How come you struggling? How come you struggling? Let me say what's up to the peoples. SD Hydro, what up? Big Shiesty, what up? PG Big Dog, what's good? Duncan Robinson look like trash. Where the mail at? I put it back. You go ahead. Duncan Duncan Robinson played like trash. Raymond Benjamin was good. Cat, Drew Holiday. Oh, I would Bonner, definite. Harden, Durant, Kyrie. There's a lot of guys. But see, Durant and them, I don't be on Durant and them like that. But Durant and Kyrie did have big playoff series before. But I'm saying a lot of these young guys, they ain't stepped up like that. John Morant stepped up. Anthony Edwards stepped up. A lot of these guys, and then a lot of them guys tucked their tails. Zach LaVine they was getting blown out. At least Devin Booker, he at least played hard. I'm not mad at Devin Booker though. Devin Booker at least played hard. That's right, the pace and intensity change. So why I'm paying you all this money for what? And Duncan Robinson, see, he's not a star player. I'm talking about like the guys who star players. I understand he get big money, but they should have never gave him that money. See, that's the fault. These teams make stupid mistakes like that. They listen to, oh my God, I was hearing it all last year. Oh, they're gonna have to bring the Brinks truck for Duncan Robinson. I'm like, for what? All last year. Oh my God, he's gonna get paid. Oh man, they're gonna have to bring the Raymond Benjamin. I think you picked it. Raymond Benjamin, bro. Out of all names, that's one name you shouldn't say. How can you ever say Jimmy Butler's trash? Like, you, out of everybody name, he top of the food chain. How can you say Jimmy Butler, bro? I hope you made a mistake. It looked like you deleted your text. Please delete that. Please delete that. Like, all players, that's one. Like, you could count. Like, he won. If you ask me, from the consistency, from the time from the playoffs on, I think he might be the best. Just thrown off top of the head. Like, he didn't really struggle. He may have had like a couple, but it wasn't bad. Like in the Sixers series, the first round's good. Like, I ain't gonna throw you out there, bro. I got love for you, but that is like, out of all names, you've been better off saying just about anybody but him. Anybody but him. Jimmy Butler played, and not only that he played, he outplayed his regular season performance. A lot of people don't do that. People struggle because, like Bonner said, pace of the game, and the thing is, a lot of these players can't take that pressure. That jumper is different in May than it is in November. November, you doing all type stuff. That pressure cooker. That's why I said I don't get it. These guys struggle, and then when the off season come, they talk they trash and be like, Max, give me Max. That's all they say. Like DeAndre Ayton, the first thing came out of his mouth was Max. I understand you feel other people getting it, but like, I'm the type of guy, oh man, these guys is wilding, man. These NBA players today, they just don't care. They could play like trash and still will opt out of their contract and still send me max money. And these teams giving it to them. You have to take a stand. And I think in the way that today's game is, you don't have to kiss butt like before. You don't have to, because a lot of the way how the style of play now, you don't have to have like a star. A star player is good. But if you have a couple guys that's good, like how the Clippers was when they had Lou Williams and Pat Bev and all them guys before, and Shea Gildress, how there's like a scrappy team. Like if you have, like I could put together a team guys who ain't make All Star, but you have a lot of like good players, a couple guys. So you need a couple some guys who can put the ball in the hoop, and it's a lot of guys who can put the ball in the hoop. And not only that, come on, get that garbage. You got a lot of guys. You got a lot of guys that nowadays they get their shit off. Like back in the days, it'd be hard. Now, from a physical standpoint, it's easy. NBA is much easier. The way how the style of play is easy. So if a guy not a big scorer like that, if a guy's not a big offensive player like that, he still can get off because the style of play is totally different. It's totally different. So a guy getting off. So if a guy is, what's good, bro? How you? How you? Everything good?
Right.
Chilling?
Right,
Take
right,
it
right.
easy?
That's your son?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up, fam?
Say what's good. So if a guys can get off now. So the average guy that's, let's say 10 years ago, he would normally probably been like a 12 points a game guy. He easy a 19, 20 point a game guy. Think about it. Look how many guys you get, guys who can score in this league. Guys like we talked about um TJ Warren. He could he TJ Warren get buckets. TJ Warren get buckets. Malik Monk get buckets. Like you got guys who can put the ball. You can put the ball in the hoop now. So I said they can't find go. They could this. He only get 30 million and he don't get killed in the media like Russ, and then his style of play. Since he could be a ball, he could play the point, or he could play the two. D'Lo. Yeah, but 31 with 1 year left. Eric, you know that when you got 1 year start playing. Nah, it's the Wi-Fi. He said I gotta get an iPhone. Uh, let's say if it's a player like KCP and KCP and somebody else. Let's just say in the Daniel Gafford. I'm just gonna thought the KCP and the Daniel Gafford. You don't think Washington will do that? KCP and the Daniel Gafford? That they'd be getting let's say um Minnesota don't mind paying Gafford his $12 million. Gafford got 3 years left on that deal. So they'll be getting D'Lo. They'll be getting D'Lo and they'll be getting D'Lo. Watch them getting D'Lo, put him in the backcourt with Bradley Beal. They better already. Washington to do that. Washington, yeah, they'll be losing out on defense, but he expiring contract. I definitely think they could get a deal for him. I'm not saying it's going to be an excellent deal, but they could get a deal for him. Who y'all like tonight? I think the Warriors going to win. I think at a big game like this at home, the Warriors can't lose this. This will be a choke artist. You got home court advantage back, and this is a big game because now you put pressure on Boston where they'll be at home facing an elimination game. They ain't have what I want. Yeah, I like the Warriors. I just think that if the crowd gonna be too much, I think Clay gonna have a good game. I think Tatum may have one of the best games he has this series, but I think Marcus Smart going. I think the fans gonna be too hard. I don't know. I just like the Warriors on this one, and I hope they win. Nike was good, bro. He's a Boston undefeated at the loss. See, the good thing about that is streaks is made to be broken. That's a hell of a streak to keep up. That means they gonna win a championship. Cause that means they will win. Hold up. That means they'll win tonight. Lose. Yeah, that means they'll win a championship. That means Boston gonna win a championship. That means they'll win tonight, lose Thursday, and win on Sunday. That's the thing with that. That means they're going to win a championship that way after a loss. Now I do the open panel, but it seemed like to me like lately the people ain't really really, I'm be honest, the open panel for one was the time, because normally when I do I like to at least give guys 2 hours, and two, number one, the time, and two, guys don't seem as interested with the open panel. Because the time I did have, the last couple of times I had the open panel, a lot of people ain't joined. You only had like 2 or 3 people join. I think it was the last time we had it. And people ain't seen enthusiasm. It was a lot of like dry spots. The last open panel we had, it was a lot of dry spots. People just got quiet. They'd talk, get quiet, say something, get quiet. I said, they're not really into it. And I practically was telling everybody, come on in, come on in. I was telling everybody, come in. So I'm thinking, this is my thinking. I'm thinking they really ain't want to really come on live, and they just did it on the strength of me. He said, I want to go game 7, Father's Day. He said, you get more coverage. What, more coverage? I have to read your, Mukbone, because I'm driving. You mean if what happened, I get more coverage, Mukbone? If what happened, I get more coverage. SS Robo was good. I'm trying to see. Steven Scott, what up, bro? Warriors 10-1 at home. Yeah, that's what I said. It's gonna be a war tonight. Cause one thing I give Boston credit. They gonna go down fighting. That's what I do respect about that team. I love teams who play with heart. If Boston lose, if they lose the championship, you gotta give them credit. Cause none of them guys, I can't say none of them don't play with heart. I can't say that. There's not one person you can get mad at and be like, oh man, they might be struggling, but they play with some heart. Tatum play with some heart. Brown, Horford, Robert Williams, Marcus Smart. Them guys play with some heart. That's why you think they in the position they in. Because when your skills not working, the heart gets you there. Because you diving on the floor, you doing the little things to win. You putting yourself in winning situations. You putting yourself in winning situation. that heart that heart helps, man. I'm telling you. It helps with a lot of things, man. That's why you get you some guys who go hard. Because the nights that the talent not working for you, your shot not falling, your grit, you pushing up on guys on defense, you just not quitting. That that could get you a win. And it get you close. And once a game close, anything can happen. Once it's close, anything can happen. Elder, what up, Elder? Once the game close, anything can happen. But I would definitely open up the panel if you guys, if that's what you guys want. But y'all got to bring it, cause I ain't gonna lie. A lot of times, like when I do the panel, it's really be for the peoples. Really, I'm gonna be honest. I do the panel cause I figure I do my little lives when I'm by myself. I do my uploads, and then man Elder show. So when I do the lives, it's really more of a give back to the peoples. For the people to, instead of typing everything, they can say what they have to say. But it seemed like people even not. And so I'm not stressing the views really, cause my thing is I'm not the type of guy. Oh, if it ain't getting no views, I ain't doing that. I ain't a view crazy type of guy. But if I see people, this a joint, get this bag here. Get this. This yours? Get out. Yeah, I'm not the type of guy. Oh man, if it is 10 people doing the if it's 10 people doing the stream, and if it's 10 people doing the stream, let's say if it's 35 people on live, but they bringing it, the energy is there, and they having a good time, I don't have a problem with it. Everything can't be about views all the time. A lot of these guys, oh man, it don't make sense. Oh, I ain't doing this because of views. Like everything ain't about views. Like it is. Of course you'll like to have a lot of views, but sometimes you have to do stuff for the peoples. If it's 35, like I said, it could be 35 peoples there. You know? There's 35 people on the live, and the guys having a good time bringing the heat. I'm good with that. But the last time with the live, there was too many dry spots. Guys was quiet, like you heard crickets. It was like real dry. Let's try to hit that like button. Yeah, I'll be on the go, Alan. Yep. You already know. Yeah. That's right, Elder. That's you got to. But I'm definitely gonna do it soon for y'all. If y'all wanted to stream, I actually love this when you guys be on the stream yard. Yeah, I like when you guys on the stream yard. But all I'm saying, I just want y'all to bring it, and like if I'm like tonight after the game, after the game. After the game. After the game, I would definitely do the stream y'all for you guys. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be tired, but I'm gonna let y'all rock out the game. So like 11:30, I'll put it on, If you guys want to come through, we could do that. Real Elise was good. Cook Smoke was good. Avery was good. I said Ty Khan, Elder. Yeah, we do alright, so I'll come back later when the game go off. I'll do the live and open up the panel for everybody. Um and y'all just bring the heat. I want the live to be popping. I don't want just be have the live and nobody really into it and be dry. I'm just gonna cut it off if that happens. So I need you guys to like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.